I've been burned so much. It's not a matter of will you do it? It's when will you do it? How bad will it hurt? And will I let you back? Well, the will I let you back typically works, but it's an outdated plan now. Like I used to have the revolving door policy. It's what a standard account looks like for those that enter into my life. It's you've met me. We've had a good casual conversation. I found you at least enthralling enough to keep you as we'll talk to them again. So that gives you the revolver account. So that means you just keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back regardless. There's no stipulations of what issues that you need to fix, what issues aren't allowed. It's just a revolver account allows everything. But that is discontinued due to the fact that it was grinding the fuck out of my mental health and my patience and my temper. And I realized I am the reason why I'm asking myself, what the fuck are we doing? And once I realized I was asking myself, what the fuck are we doing? 7 times a week. Do you know how many times that is? That's every single day. I'm asking, what the fuck are we doing? Sitting here, waiting. What the fuck are we doing? Listening. What the fuck are we doing? Arguing. Why the fuck are we arguing? Why the fuck are we sitting here? Who the fuck said they were in charge? Why the fuck do we do this to ourselves? Constantly asking and asking and asking until I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't fucking know. And if I don't know, then why the fuck am I doing it? Would you do something you don't know? Would you be all right if somebody said? Would you be all right if somebody did something you didn't know about to you? Because for you not to know about and it's not including you, then what the fuck does it matter? Boo hoo, cry me a fucking river. This don't include you. Like just because I got my girl pregnant that ain't related to you, that ain't your sister, that ain't your daughter, that ain't your fucking niece, this ain't your cousin. What the fuck you bugging? What the fuck you buzzing? Sit your ass down, you buzzkill. I'm just living. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, then don't think about it. And that's what I had to learn to do. I had to get better about it. But fuck, I lost it. Hmm. uh, fuck, I really lost it. Like I hit a wall. Like train is derailed. I don't know. I feel like we were talking about connections and how hard it is to be connected to others due to the fact that we don't understand all the time if they are using a front that is very, very, very well scripted, or if they're just being honest and upfront. And because you're so used to very well scripted, if not decently scripted, people being in front of you to the point that you realize that they're manipulating you and you're just waiting for them to say the keywords for them to use this to be able to spring a question that seems like it's very helpful towards them, but really that's what they've been waiting to ask you from the start. But first they had to warm you up because it's just rude to be like, hey, can I use a little on more? No, you don't know me, but hey, your name's Jim. It's nice to meet you, Jim. How long you guys been here? Oh, really? 3 months? Nice, nice. I like the property. I like the lawn. Like, you cut the grass yourself? Oh, you do? You do? You got a nice lawnmower? Oh, it's a riding one? Riding one? Mind if I use your lawnmower to cut my grass? See how I manipulate the fuck out you? and you didn't even see it coming. Why? Because they use the distraction. They use the long tactics. Like, I know how to manipulate. I just don't like to. Because if I do, I can't always turn that switch off. And I've learned if I get into habits of doing things, I just do it subconsciously. I'm like, fuck, that's not good. Like, sometimes I will lie on accident. I know it sounds weird. How the fuck do you lie? It just happened. I don't always fucking think, okay, that dog's not free. I don't always fucking think. Sometimes I'm just like, fuck. But I have been trying to be better about pausing. Like, yeah, I went to the movies and we had some, and I really try to think it out a little bit better because I don't like backpedaling. Like, look, because I like to say that, or I have some unprofessional, I don't really know what the terminology for the weird things I do that I know could get me into trouble in a professional form, unless I'm the one that owns the place. And that's why I want to be the boss, because I don't like what the flip we define and determine as professional, which is also fucking tangent, because I I just personally feel like if you can get the job done, I don't give a fuck what you look like. Just get the job done. Buddy, oh boy, you could fucking show up in a Speedo. I don't give a shit. Get my roof done, mother flipper. You can show up in an Eskimo outfit. Just get my cookies baked. Man, I don't give a shit. You can have your eyes tattooed, your toes tattooed. You can have your ears tattooed. Just teach my kids Spanish, please. Just get the job done. I'm not judgmental. I just want to make sure you're mentally capable enough. Fuck what your character looks like. Fuck your attribute. Fuck your avatar. I understand you have a personality and I can see it. Thank you for showing me instead of hiding it. That's what bothers me the most about life. And that's why I like to be able to make videos like I do. Maybe one of these days I'll have a studio. And I bet you in the studio, given the chance that I don't succumb to my heart issues, I will be running and recording just because I can. And where I am allowed to be free of judgment, where I am allowed to be free of fear, where I am allowed to be free of ramifications, where I am allowed to be free to express my energy, that is what I'm going to do, which is why I love to make videos in the car. Because I can be loud and nobody hears me. And there's no background noise or minimal background noise. And like, I may get weird looks, but I was raised a black kid in the Caucasian area. I'm used to getting looked at. At least compliment my teeth. Back to the point. So it's very hard to communicate and connect with others because you don't really understand. Well, I'm not going to say you personally. I'm sorry, not you per se, but me, you. I don't always personally understand if it's a direct connection or if it's a connection to a character for you to play a part, to eventually play me for your grand scheme, to get something over on me so you can continue to do what you do and help you smoothly glide by. Well, I'm just like, why? I thought, but they said, but it didn't happen. And then they did, and then I'm questioning, and I have now come to the thought of, if I start having doubts, I'm out. Peace. Doses. Bye. Because why? We are adults. You shouldn't be confusing me unless you are a child. And a child that confuses me, I leave. Because you're not my child. I don't got to deal with you. I'm just visiting you. I am your uncle. I am your cousin. I am your friend. Hi. Where's your mother? Where's your father? I need them. Because I don't want to deal with you. You are a bother. You make me question why I leave children, so why wouldn't I leave adults too? I'm just telling you why I'm wasting my time, and sometimes I do. Time and time again, I be like, oh, fuck me. I'm hurting myself by staying. I should leave. It's better for me, better for us. It's better over time. It's better overall. It's better if we don't. It's better as a draw. It's better if we're just even. It's better if we don't. It's better if we leave. It's better if we aren't. It's better if we're me and you are I. We could never be an us. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I want to keep going off that. So I just want that from the start, but it's hard. It's really hard. It's like actually hard. Okay. So I figure if I am myself, they leave. I was going to be me eventually, but what version of me, how much of me, too much of me, not enough of me, eventually they will see and either commit or leave. I don't give a shit. Go ahead, resale your ship. You ain't gotta go with me. You ain't gotta be with me. I am not controlling. Go ahead, be. I have been in places that I don't want to be, have laid with people I don't want to, been with people that I'm like, you. So I know what it's like, and I wouldn't ever put people in that place if I knew I was consciously. I am too aware to be so mean. Sadly, unless you drive me to, but wouldn't that make me normal, even though most people consider me weird? At least I'm not outrightly mean for no reason. I have issues, but not with you. But I'm going to take them out on you because you're in front of me. I am mad, but not at you. I just don't know how to direct this anger at anything else but you! Right there in front of me, the door I'm going to hit repeatedly, ferociously, profusely, until my knuckles bleed, until I can see my bones, until I can't see no more, until the red goes gone. I just take my angers out because nobody taught me emotional resiliency, emotional understanding, emotional anything. I was just taught to go. Emotionally regulate? No! Emotionally blow! And that's why women can't trust men. That's one of two reasons. Did you get her while she was sleeping? Did you get her while she was leaving? You probably got her when she was alone. You probably got her while she was on her phone. You probably got her while she was going home. You got her when she was weak. You got her when she wasn't paying attention. You got her when she didn't have her weapon. You got her because you're weak. You hit her body. You stole something from her. You gave her presents, but you're not a gift giver. You deserve death. Most say jail. The system that we run through seems to always fail. Unless she is important, unless she is rich, unless she is special, you'll probably get away with it. Especially if your pigment fits the same as most of the people around you. Especially if your skin isn't brown. Especially if you're not foreign. Especially if you have a higher intellect with wallets that are so deep they can never, ever, 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 if no money is found. Especially if you're talented. Especially if you're pretty. Especially if you have power and a penis with the right pigment, you're almost unstoppable. Too bad for those that think and question everything. I hate trying to figure out if this is a true or fake connection. So I just go like and be myself. And if you leave, well, you couldn't handle me, even in small increments. Then why would I give you a full cup? No, you couldn't handle a tall glass. So bye bye. I wave to your face and laugh at your ass. Ha ha. As they leave, hopefully not leaving no steam, hopefully not crop dusting me, hopefully not leaving a nasty stench for the other person to come through, hopefully not defaming me behind my back because they had nothing nice to say to my face, and I only had pleasant things to say, pleasant things to do, kill them with kindness, even though they're always rude to me, always mean. But what does that say? What does that mean? That truly says they hate me, they hate life, they hate things, they just hate her. So what do you really do? Just be you. Why would I become you just to be you? I'm just going to be me unless I need to be you. But that's only when you don't want to respect my boundaries. Keep your hands and feet away from me. Go ahead, try to force your energy, but get it repelled from me. I don't give a shit what you say to me, it's what you do. Go ahead, speak, but keep your distance away from me. Don't touch my nose. Don't touch my knees. Don't touch my clothes. Don't touch me physically. Do all you want to, but make sure it's all verbal and astral, because once you get physical, then I can reconnect with reality, and then I let somebody come out that doesn't get time to ever be on stage, so they have so much pent up energy, and then I become a criminal because I don't know when I will get to be back out, and I overdo it, overkill, but I told them many times, no, shh. I have many things going through my mind, and the time that I've wasted hasn't bothered me. So for me to be locked up just means death shouldn't have any issues finding me with having one location to be, forever to be, for as long as I will be, assuming that they will treat me like my pigmentation so malpractice will be done and mistreated, possibly and possibly not, for the way that I act and the way that I be seems to be at least confusing with me, but good treatment supposedly. I don't always agree, but that's because I hate life. I don't want to always live because of connections. What do they mean? What the fuck are they saying? Causing or creating a scene? I don't get it. So I sit here and think, is it worth it? Is it worth it? They would call me a madman. They would call me stupid. They aren't me. They're viewing. I am me. And the things that you know about me, I probably told you if you heard through others, possibly true. But fact check with the person that did this shit, not the people spreading it, because they might not always get it correctly. Like, go ahead, correct me if it's not my story, but motherfucker, I lived this shit. How the fuck are you gonna say no? How you gonna say it couldn't be? How you gonna say I made it up? Like, possibly, but not me, not the person I'm trying to be, not the person I portray to be. I come off honestly. Yeah, yes, I do admit I lied, but I backpedal like, wait a minute! I didn't mean to say that. Did I say that? Was it said like that? Did it mean to come like out like that? Sorry, my thoughts get scrambled up and they don't always come out like they should. I try to make sure they come out straight, but sometimes they get messed up in the lineup as they come out. I don't know how, but somehow throughout the line and the tongue, it just and I look dumb. Sorry, I look unprofessional. Sorry, I look like I should work at the Chum Bucket when I'm a Krabby Patty man. Not really. I'm just making references. If you can handle that, then you can literally handle anything else. Is it really that hard to understand an unraveling mind? Yes, because most of us lack patience. And I gained patience through having disabled siblings that just were themselves. Autism doesn't know boundaries. Down syndrome doesn't know boundaries. Down syndrome doesn't know weight. Autism doesn't know weight. You can try to teach it weight. You can try to yell at weight. You can try to hit into it weight. You can try to hit into it weight. You can try to hit into it weight. But abuse gets you nowhere. Screaming gets you nowhere. Teaching might get you somewhere, but how patient are you to make sure your student understands? And are you willing to switch up the way that you speak it for them to understand it? Or are you just going to say, stop, 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 stop? Or are you going to say, stop? Hey, you probably shouldn't do that. Right now isn't the right moment. Hey, could we try doing something else? That was a little bit loud. Could we do it somewhere else? Hey, how about you do this instead? Like, yes, there is a way to do it, but there's also many ways to do that one thing. But if you do that one thing, that one way, always, then do you really know how to do it? I figure if you know how to do one thing in many ways, then you truly know how to do it. Compared to you know how to do that one thing, but you only know one way to do it. Well, what if that way doesn't work? They're like, no, it never not works. The fuck it never not doesn't. Everything doesn't eventually works eventually. Like something dies eventually if it was created. Like if it can be seen, then it's going to not be seen one day because of deterioration, from my understanding. That's how existence works. If it exists, then it has to eventually unexist. So if it works, then eventually it has to not work, right? It makes sense to me, but in a sense, I feel like I didn't have enough backing to make sure it makes sense, but it makes sense to me. If it works, then it has the possibility for it not to work. But if it's never not worked, then it has the possibility to work. Or if you change enough, then is it the same thing that you're trying to get to work? That's not the point. So if you can literally make it through all my ramblings and just me being me, then I guess it either means that you're really, 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 really good at what you want to do, or you truly give a shit. And it's just really hard to find out. So I just outrightly, fuck it, shove me down your throat. How much of me can you take? I'm coming! Do me back up, you fucking pussy. All right, on to the next one. How much of me can you take? I barely got my fucking foot in your mouth. Can't take that much. Next one. How much? It's the line I keep getting, and it comes just in everywhere that I've been so far. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. And essentially, it applies to everything. It applies to every motherfucking thing. The days that you wake up, eventually you won't wake up. So it's a numbers game if you do or don't. Every interaction. One of these interactions, you could either be shot, you could be raped, you could be molested, you could get rich, you could get lost, you could be sold to the cartel, you could be sold on the black market. There's millions of possibilities, billions of possibilities, trillions. I don't know how many. There's so many possibilities of what could freaking happen. It's a numbers game. You could wake up, go and take the exact same route that you do every single fucking day, but find $200 random for what? I don't know. How did that happen? The fuck? But it could happen. But it's a numbers game. You still gotta wake up and try it, but at the same time, nothing could happen. So it's just like, it's a numbers game. But which numbers game do I want to play? Because if you want to get a girlfriend and a good one, well, you gotta date a shit ton of them, right? Because it's a numbers game. And if it's a numbers game and you got to date a shit ton of women, then how long do I date these shit ton of women to figure out which one's a good one? Because it's a numbers game, right? So do I date like every girl for 2 to 3 months? And if it ain't it, onto a new chick. So eventually I'm fucking dating what? About almost 24 chicks? No, it'd be about 1 to 2 months. So about 5 to 6 chicks a year. Just to be wasting all that money on the dating, but at the same time, if I make it to the table and they're not willing to split the bill, and that's what I see in a suitable female, because I got a list, I make sure I stick to the list, because if I don't stick to the list, I get pissed, and when I get pissed, and I start doing some unruly, uncharacteristic shit that isn't really me, but because I picked the wrong one, now here I am screaming at somebody, shaking them because I don't know emotional regulation. then I am the asshole. But I can't seem to see that because I am angry and I control things. And I wrote this scenario so people can see. She's the crazy bitch that fucking locked me out the room. I don't know why. She was just bloody from her face to her stomach to her legs. And she lets me in the room. But they're not going to tell you that part of the story. They're just going to say that crazy bitch fucking locked me out the room. I don't know why. That's why I take every story that I hear with a grain of salt. Rather it be a rape case, rather it be a sexual harassment case, rather it be a crazy ex story, rather it be a crazy current story, because I'm just like, I'm pretty sure I'm one of those stories too. And I'm trying to think, what all have I done that's considered crazy? And I know personally I've got some crazy stories too, but it's to understand who I am talking to. And do I know you well enough to know that you're always telling the truth? And are you just always an honest person? Or are you a person that just says things to gain higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher? Because I'm not trying to go anywhere on this social totem pole. Honestly, I'm trying to be dead definitely before 40. I ain't trying to get a finger on my ass. Like, I'm not saying I'm homophobic. Like, go ahead. Shit, I'd let two dudes kiss right in front of me. Don't touch my dick. Don't touch my body. Don't touch me. But if you all want to kiss, go ahead. I'm going to look the fuck away because I can do that. Like, I didn't say I was going to fucking watch. I say I let two dudes kiss in front of me. I didn't say I was going to. I would watch. No, two different sentences. I ain't even going to finish that. So I ain't trying to manifest that. But back to the point. So, like, do what y'all do. I am 100% fine with whatever fuck you do. Don't be touching kids. Little kids, big kids, kids in general. And that's for everyone. That's for homos. That's for straights. That's for women. That's for les. That's for all them. That's for femmes. That's for doms. That's for fucking studs. That's for pigs. That's for all them. So, I don't even see the point of being alive this long. Like, if I had a gun, oh my God, it's just. Maybe if I don't get my YouTube to fuck, there's many ways to get one thing. Back to the point. Communication's so hard, which is why I try to be as transparent as I can be for the level that I can be transparent. And because once you get into certain professionalisms, unless you are the boss, you have to be a shell of a person. I fucking everything because there's so much of me. There's so much of me to put in such a small thing. I gotta contain it for how long now, master? How long? Longer? And then once he's dead, I don't give a fuck what I do. You're gonna fire me? Okay, great. You killed the person that gave a shit. Now I'm gonna be dead. Now I'm gonna be gone. Now they're gonna fire me. The cops are after me. Gone, da da da. Watch out, motherfuckers! Watch out, motherfuckers! I'm burned out. I'm dead inside. I'm on my last ride. I'm dead inside. I've worked myself too fucking much. I'm burnt out. I'm burnt to the touch. I'm crispy. My mind's falling off. I'm fucked up. And I ain't got no drugs. I'm fucked up. And I ain't got no love. I'm fucked up. And it's all I need is some tender love, tender touch. But don't you lie to me, fuck that shit. No, don't fuck me up. Mentally, just give me love. No fucking lies. No. It's not gonna happen, so I fly and go again. I'm on the road again. I'm gonna do again. I'm starting new again. I'm doing me. No matter what they be saying to me. On a new town with a new name. New thoughts going on a new brain. On a new track. I ain't looking back. Now I'm doing better, hopefully not feeling under the weather anytime soon. Nothing coming through, no floods, no bugs, no glitches, nobody ending up in ditches, but some people getting stitches. I told you, you didn't hear that, you didn't see that, you don't really know that, you don't know nothing, just smile and walk away. You didn't see nothing, just pretend it's night. You didn't see it even though the sun is up, the lights are on. I did no wrong, this red is not red, your eyes are wrong. I do no wrong, on to the next town, until the next song. I'm on my way, on to the next town. I don't know where the fuck that came from, but I like it. I like it. That's why I kept going. It's like, it felt like a Souls. It came from like, I don't know. I don't know. It feels like it came in the 50s. Like, it came from like the 50s or 60s, but I like the beat. I like the way that my voice is going. Like, I'm just gonna go back in the video and watch that part specifically. That was killer, and it just kept coming. I didn't know when to stop. That's another thing I like about me. I can just make music whenever the fuck I want to, and to be able to monetize me, like I got so much material. It's fucking retarded. It's ridiculous. I know I'm talented, but I don't know how to monetize myself like the other people do. And I figure if I could, I would be rich as fuck. And I'd give so much back to the world. Bam! They'd kill me. Like, I'd be signing my own death note. I'm like, why can't I just do it that way? At least I get the iconic, legendary style. And all my kids, my legacy is going to be taken care of because they're going to love my name so much. I'm going to teach them so much. It's going to be taken care of. And I get to die all by the government's hand. Uncle Sam, the same man that paid me to be on this land, is the same man that takes me out. Oh, thank you, Sam. It's either going to be Uncle Sam, this one, or that one. Either way, I'm going to be gun. Either way, I'm going to be bye-bye. I don't trust them to do the surgery to help me. They're going to hurt me. I promise if they do it, probably put something in me. Extra kill shot if we need to. He speak too much now. Kill switch, go boom. What the fuck happened to me? Running on the treadmill now, feeling the face, feeling off. Holy shit, what the fuck happened to E? Come. Service, please. Come on, physician. Oh shit, weren't you the dude that helped the other dude with vertigo and noodle hair? Oh no. Good returns. I will never. I'll never be back in an urn. I will be dead. I will never lay my back or head on the pillow. People have to let go. I will be probably rotting low, probably burning in hell, having some fun while I run, having some fun while I beat the people that remind me of the darkest parts of me, and also beating the pedophiles and the rapists, the molesters, the people that I wish I could beat while I was alive, but because of the way that society works, the way that the law is, the way I don't want to become a vigilante, even though it would be the best thing for me, I finally let the anger out. I let my rage go. I let my rage run. I don't do no rage quits. I let my rage fuel. I let my rage burn. I let it go until I come back in another life, another lesson, another class. Until I come back in another life, another lesson, another class. I gotta teach them yet a fucking gun. I gotta teach them they're dumb as fuck. I gotta teach them don't follow friends. I gotta teach them they gotta be with you. I gotta teach them if people give a fuck about you, they think about you, not think about how they're gonna be standing above you just to judge you and take away from you, taking away the food from you to make you look skinny and scrawny, so weak that no matter how much you scream, nobody will ever hear you, no matter if you cause a scene, too ugly to be ever be somebody that gets somebody jump on the scene like, ooh, I see this damsel in distress, so I'm gonna help them through this mess. No, 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 no. And if you're born with a penis, it's like having a fucking bulletproof vest. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't really matter. Nobody give a fuck about you, thinking you're already safe, but not really. Not really. Everybody born weak at some point or another. Every born weak at some point or another. Everybody born weak some point or another. Everybody can get it at some point or another. All right, I think I'm done.